Take the discussion forward with Binod Modi also joining us from Sharekhan BNP Paribas. Binod, afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Before markets, let's start our chat with the defense, right? In the 100-day agenda, the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh clearly spelt out the ambition of India of 50,000 crore rupees worth of exports per year over the next few years. And we saw a triggering a rally, and defense stocks are doing very well. Today, the Defense Ministry has put out some more commentary on the progress which is being made. But when I look at, we may have risen 40%, 50% from lows, but in the overall scheme of things, the amount of defense hardware we consume versus what we manufacture at home, there's a major mismatch. There's a big difference. You think this is a good time to get into defense stocks even now, or on pullbacks, because these may have run up, or look at ideas which have not run up? How would you approach defense?
Very good afternoon, and Ajay, and thanks for having me on your show. Definitely, defense has been a kind of theme for last 2.5 years, and we have been very active in terms of taking exposure in certain stocks. And as far as the opportunity is concerned, I definitely, as you rightly stated, that the hardware production which we are seeing and the kind of export, there is huge mismatch. I believe probably that is the area which government is also focusing upon through in a different measures, including PLI and all. I would just highlight the kind of growth and the valuation we have seen. Many of experts, they are saying this defense stocks looks to be overvalued here on, but kind of growth what we are seeing over next 3 to 5 years down the line, we still looks the impressive growth that should continue to sustain. I believe the premium valuation what these companies are getting should continue to sustain. For example, if I just talk about companies HAL, which has witnessed very sharp rally over last couple of years. I think the kind of FY24, the company ended with a order book of almost 95,000 odd crore, and look at the kind of inflow. 50% of its order book, around 47 lakhs crore was seen in a kind of inflow in last year, and the kind of guidance which a company giving in terms of forward year FY25 and 6, it looks to be impressive to me. Companies anyways going to be deliver LCA things in coming quarters. Thereafter maybe FY26, FY27 onward, it would be working upon marine defense sort of things. So I believe opportunity look to be quite immense from domestic perspective as well as from export perspective as well. So we continue to remain very constructive about the company and very most positive about select this defense space over the long term.
What is the area you are most bullish on right now, Binod, in terms of numbers?
Every area, across the area, be it, marine side as well as, the aviation side, defense space, even we are seeing, certain, many number of companies which are coming into, the BSF sort of, providing BSF areas, kind of, defense categories. So so these are the things, opportunity look to be quite immense to me. I believe companies like this HAL, for example, BEL, PIPA or CPR, these companies should continue to do well to my understanding.
Okay, in terms of the first quarter earnings, which are the areas where you expect strong performance this time around?
Yes, definitely, quarter one, of course, does not look like, what we had seen in previous quarter four. But yes, we are seeing, certain pockets which continue to look quite good. For example, despite, some sort of, moderation we are seeing in the margins or NIM of, banks, we are seeing, decent, sort of, mid, mid-teen sort of, earning growth for most of the banks, despite, 5 to 7 basis point, reduction in their, NIM. So private banks should continue to do well, as well as private, in terms of public banks, we might understand there might be some sort of moderation in terms of other income, because they might not be able to provide M2M gain from this quarter, maybe in this quarter. So considering everything, at the same time, we should not forget the fact that despite deposit pressures, pressure on the liability side, all companies continue to see healthy sort of growth in their this credit growth overall. And we should also not forget the fact that these all private sector banks, be it ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, valuation still remains quite comfortable to us, and we remain constructive from this quarter one perspective, as well as the long term perspective. At the same time, automobile sector earnings look to be quite good to us, specifically two wheeler space, wherein Hero Motors should continue to deliver double digit sort of volume, as well as double digit sort of earnings. We can see also decent earning growth from pharma space as well, because of sustained domestic business traction, as well as the as well as US businesses, especially in the API space. So these are the certain space, and of course capital goods that should continue to do well because of execution. And also these are the sector we continue to believe that this will continue to have positive rub up on overall markets, as well as overall earnings growth.
Okay, what are the mid caps, small caps as a house which you're most bullish on? Any top leads which you can share with us?
I mean, see, as far as small cap is concerned, definitely. If I talk about our strategy, we have sort of multi cap strategy, where we try to have very little sort of exposure overall in small cap and micro. But yes, having said all this, I think small cap rally, which we, as per our research, it always look like historically we have seen this cycle always sustain 18 to 22 months, and in our view 16 to 17 months has already gone. So 4 to 5 months, to my understanding, that really may sustain, and going forward, there might be some sort of reversal. So as such, as of now, we are not very much, optimistic about all small cap space. But yes, there are certain, quality names which we believe one should continue to look at. As we all know that the discretionary space is going to do quite well, or as overall, per capita income and the country economic growth, sustain over the long term. So build on those space, there are certain names for me. I would name certain stocks. Like Wonderla under discretionary space as well. At the same time, companies like Landmark and all these who continue to do well.
Right. Have you looked at the textile space lately? Any idea what is triggering the kind of massive rebound in that space?
Yeah, textile is a space, which has not been doing, quite well over last couple of quarters because of the various reasons. But of late, we have seen, sharp improvement, specifically home textile business, wherein certain stocks we believe likes to do good, wherein India's market share for the US export has also improved significantly over last, couple of months. So in this space, we are, we are, comfortable about select stocks, KPR Mills, as well as, Welspun Living, and also these stocks we believe should do well over next, couple of quarters.
All right, Binod, we'll let you go on that one. Thanks so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you.
That was Binod Modi of Sharekhan BNP Paribas.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.